Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. I thought I'd do a little craft with me. I've been doing some collaging and making some masterboards, and I thought that I would have a go at decorating them. I've got this one that I did a while ago, and that's on the back as well. And this was a really long one, except for when my grandson came to stay, he spilt his drink all over it, and I only ended up with that bit. But never mind, it's only paper, isn't it? It was everywhere. Oh my God, it was it was everywhere. It also spoiled some of vintage book pages I've got, but it doesn't matter. I did say to him, they're only old. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I thought we would decorate that, or have a go. Cut it into tags is what I mean. And then I've got other ones that I've done. These ones are Rachel's printables. That's Roxy Creations, and I've collaged on the back of those, so they will get cut out and some will be decorated as well. So they've all got a bit mixed up. Let's move those ones out the way to start with. What are these ones? I think these are these are only copied on, collaged on one side. That one's on two sides. That one is. That one is. Right, so I've got these that are collaged on both sides. So I thought we would just have a go at decorating them and making them into tags or journaling cards. These are quite stiff, so they make good tags, but I don't think I would use them for journaling cards. But I know some people do. That's what I'm kind of thinking, because I'm looking at this and thinking, if I made them into tags, how big would I want them? I suppose I could make nice tags. If I do that, I don't know what size I want them. I've got in front of me, I've got flowers, I've got birds, I've got butterflies, I've got some Italian ladies left over that I'd cut out. I think what I might do is use the Italian ladies on this one, because I quite like the doilies. So when I'd collaged this with plain backgrounds, I just put some of Rachel's doilies on. So I mean, these might be quite nice to use on here, mightn't they? So what I'm kind of thinking is, if I was putting that on there, for example, that would give me an indication of how wide I'd maybe want. So I think I'm going to do some slimmer tags. I think I'm going to do some at 2 3/4. And I think I should have changed the blade in my cutter. Changed. That's good. So that was 2 1/4, wasn't it? 2 3/4, I beg your pardon. How tall are these ladies? And I think I might do some this way. And I'm going to do some a little bit wider. So I'm going to do these at 3 inches. The 3. You can add to these, can't you? You know what I mean? You can 3. And if I do that at 3 inches, or would I want to turn it that way and have a couple of smaller tags and put something else on it? I might do those at 2 1/2. What does that leave me with? A smaller one. That's all right. I don't mind that at all. And I think these are going to be too tall. Oops. So the long one, how long was the long one? 9 1/2. So if I do that at 4 3/4, I can have a couple of tags there, can't I? So I think these will be tags. I'm just going to cut the corners on those like that. So I've got 2 tags. I've got 2 smaller tags. Maybe I will just clip those corners. Tell you what else we might need. I'll get some Tim Holtz people. One moment. Okay, I've got some Tim Holtz little people. And I already like that on there. And I haven't even looked at it, have I? So I've got some Tim Holtz little peoples. And I do quite like that couple on there. Let me just make sure this one is straight. It is. It is. It looked as if it was wider at one end than the other. But it's not. Optical illusion. So I think I quite like those people on there, just standing on there. They might need a label behind them. What are these labels that I've got? Oh, they're like specimen labels. That says miscellany. No, I don't want anything like that. If I did want a label, it would only need to be a little one, I think. I think I just like that plain and simple, you know. That one hides too much. I do like that red, and it picks out the red. So do you know what? Keep it simple, Carol. So now I've got even more of a mess around me, haven't I? But I'm going to stick these on. I am going to glue these people on. And then I've broken it, haven't I? I've made one. I always find it, sometimes it's harder to get started. I'm going to put this on first. So I hope you're all okay. I've got a couple of journals that I've got finished, although you're still seeing the videos for them. So I've finished the 2 French blue journals that I made using Andrea's Artimaza's French blue kit. But I've still got another video of that to go out before I do the flip through. I've been trying to get ahead of myself just a little bit. And because I had lots of bits and pieces left over when I did the collaboration with Amy from Crafty Cat, I've actually got 2 Sherlock Holmes journals that I made with the extras. I thought, well, while I'm in the swing of it, I'll just keep going. I do like those people on there. Do I want that to be a tag? Or should I just cut the corners and snip them? And then it's, because I've backed it on the back, it's one that's good to go, isn't it? I think I just like the simplicity of that one. So that's one. One down, a few more to go. Keep remembering to put the lid back on my glue. So we've got this one. These are labels from, I think it's from Steph. I can't think of the name of the, I've got them all here, look. I can't think of the name of her Etsy at the minute. But I will remember it. If I can remember, I'll put it below. I like that lady on there. And I think that will be a tag. So I'm going to cut the tops of those as a tag. So just a simple craft along with me, really, just so that you can see what I'm doing, how I use my bits and pieces of paper. I like her on there with all this writing around it. Do I want to add anything? Yes, I do. So at the end of a project, if I've got papers left, I've actually got a shoebox that's full of snips and bits. But if I've got like bits and pieces left over, then I do try and make a couple of these masterboards, just so that I can use them and make some ephemera ready for future journals. or, you know, if I sell a journal, then I include a tag that I've made as a, you know, this, just a thank you, just write a little note on the back of it. I did have a card to flatten things, but it's gone. It's buried. Never mind, my hand will do. Do you know, I really like that. These I cut out of Rachel's Italian Ladies papers. That was where they came from. Do we want another lady? I quite like her. I do quite like her on there. And I might want another word on there, or another. Too big. I've got another of the pharmacists there. I don't want to use another one. I don't want to cover those flowers up. I'm thinking I might like something to go down there, but I don't know. Do you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to use that. Oh dear, sticky. I think I'm going to use that one and just fold it around the back. So with this one, do I want to have this as a tag as well? Probably. I won't add any tops on these until I know what journal they're going in, because if I'm using fabric in a journal, then I'll use the same fabric to put on the tops of tags. So I'm not going to put tops on them. But I think, oh, pick something up, Carol. But I think that lady might be nice on there. And I think that might be nice. Do we think it might be nice on there? Okay, let's just do it. So I'm not doing a lot of decoration on these, am I? I'm going to put it behind her neck, I think. Put it there. Make a decision, Carol. I probably will stitch around these, just because there's lots of like little edges from where I've glued and stucked. I like that. I've got some numbers. Do I want to put any numbers at the bottom? I do. I'm being quite decisive, aren't I? Got a date one there. August 29. I don't want them all to be sticking out. But I think I am going to put that date on it as well, if I can pick it up. So that's going to go there. That's going to go at the bottom. So how are you all doing? I'm trying to clear my desk of things because I think Amy and I might be doing another collaboration together. I'm just waiting for her to give me the nod that she's got everything ready. So that would be exciting. I think it's just fun to see how differently we use kits. That obviously it'll be Amy's kit. I don't do digital kits. I would not know where to start with a digital kit at all. Now, what do you think of that one? You like it? That's 3. These are little. These could be little. Where's me Tim Holtz little? little people. Got them all in a bag, look. I think it would need a couple, wouldn't it? Or a group. Oh, too many ladies on that one. Too many ladies. Aren't they cute though? I think she's too small. Maybe. Do you know, these ladies, I do love that pair. They look like they have such fun together. I hope they do anyway. Actually, I quite like that. Just those ladies on there with their children. I think I'm going to use that one. I'm going to make this a little tag. I just think they look so pretty on it. What do you think? I'm always loath to use Tim Holtz stuff because it's expensive, so it takes me a long time to save up for it. And when I've got it, I think, oh, if I use it and it's all gone, that's it, it's gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. Can't replace it. No, I like to see those flowers. I don't think I want that there. I don't think I want anything. Do you know what? I don't really think I want anything else on there. I think you can, I can try and put too many things on sometimes because I think it should have a little something added. But I think these people on here will be just perfect. I do. I'm going to put them lower down so that you can see that beautiful doily behind there. There we go. That's that one. I know that's got that on it, and it's going to be too small. That might work. A little bird. I do quite like that bird on there. Does he blend in too much? He fits nicely on it, doesn't he? If I'm careful, I don't have to chop his tail off. So I think I might put that there. I might cut this tag down. Let's just have a look. Might still be too big. Oh, it's blowing a hoolie outside today in the UK. You'd have laughed if you'd seen me earlier because it was windy, and I thought, right, I'll change the bed sheets, get them washed. They'll dry in 10 minutes, it's so windy. Well, by the time the washer had finished, it was no longer just blowy, it was pelting it down with rain, and there's me out in the rain trying to hang the sheets out that are blowing out my hands. Oh my goodness, what the neighbours must have thought if they'd looked out and seen me. I honestly don't know. There we go, put that there, I think. Gone quiet while I'm gluing. I want to try and not cut his tail off. You might lose a bit of it. Down a bit, bird. Snip that bit off. So if some of these are too dark to write on, I don't think they will be actually. I can always add a bit of paper at a later date. I wish I knew. Ah, here it is. That's what I was looking for. I need a new one of those. And then that's just going to be a little card. So I'm just going to clip the corners. And as I say, I think I will stitch around these. His tail's not stuck on, look. So do any of you like to make masterboards? I did a video once where I'd used a page and then I just added a page and a page and a page, and I ended up with such a long masterboard roll. It was, it was great fun though. And it started out with one sorts of paper at one end, and then as you got to the other end I'd used them all up, and so they were too tall. My ladies are too tall. Can't use those on them then. What about a flower? I don't mind that on there actually. No, I don't. Am I being a bit decisive, do you think? And I think if I put these labels on, it kind of matches with the other labels. There we go. I'm going to put it there. And put the flower on it. These flowers, I've been asked when I use the flowers and the birds where they're from. They're Rachel Roxy Creations. They're her fussy cut birds and fussy cut flowers and fussy cut butterflies. I like that one. Down to my last one on these. I'm sad I can't use those ladies, so I think I'm going to cut some more tags and we'll have a go at those. What do I want to go on here? I'm looking at tags and I want a something on here, don't I? Maybe I want a butterfly. Rachel has a lovely butterfly kit as well, which I don't have, but I'm one that I would like to get. Oh, do you know? I think I would like 2 butterflies on that tag. Well, who knew? Do I want that one and that one? Because the wings are curling up and I can't quite see them. Do I like the bigger one or do I like the smaller one? I actually like them both. I think it's going to be decisions, folks. I think I like the 2 with the antenna. So careful, Carol. Do not break your butterfly's antennae. Antennae? Antennae. Isn't it funny when you say a word too many times it starts to sound a bit silly? Right, I'm just going to pull this a bit closer because I want him roughly in the middle. Don't watch if you're squeamish. There's those 2. Actually, I like that. And then that's going to go there. I like that. I didn't expect I would put 2 butterflies on there. You just never know sometimes what way it's going to take you, do you? There we go. I'll clip those corners. I like that. So out of that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've made 7 tags out of that one piece. So that's not bad going. And what? That's 20 odd minutes. Okay. So I've got these. I wonder if these ladies might look all right on these. Shall we give them a go? Ugh, sticky. They are all neutrals. I'm just wondering if I've got any of Rachel's doilies cut. Let me just have a look. I have got some of her doilies cut, look. That's a thicker one, isn't it? Well, it doesn't matter. Just wondering if I want to add any of these on. It just makes that bit of difference, doesn't it? Don't you think? I don't know what I was using that for. Right, so let me make myself a bit of room and let's have a look at what we're doing. So doilies to one side, ladies to another. Sticky book out the way. And let's do one at a time, shall we? I'm going to stick a few of these on and then see where we're at. So I hope that's okay. Hope you don't mind. Oh gosh. Looking for my glue and it's right next to my glue book. So these are, Rachel's got a few doily kits. If you were interested, she's got her Etsy site, so you just have a look. And it's just doilies. She's got a few different kits with doilies on. Oh gosh, look at that. Oh yuck. Yuck yuck. That was a very messy gluing, wasn't it? And that can go in the corner there. I think I cut my glue. Sometimes I think when you put your glue against the edge of the paper, it just rips it, doesn't it? Messy. Very messy. I don't know what I've got here actually. Well, that's quite nice. So you don't have to add doilies. I like the look of them. I guess it kind of just adds that little bit more of interest. So that's that one. I'm going to put that one to the side a minute, and I'm going to take another one. And on this one, I think that we might add a few of the labels, because that's going to add some interest as well, isn't it? And you never know where they're going to get cut. Oh gosh, I'm struggling with my glue pages. I'm not trying to be precise, I'm just taking them out of my little box. I don't think Steph watches my videos, but I will try and link the name of her store below. It's on Etsy, and she has lots of, these are like chemist labels for different chemicals, different rocks, and I just think they're just a bit different. Some of them have got some colour in them, some of them are quite neutral, and I think the fact that they're neutral just, oh god, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Sorry. The fact that they're a little bit neutral, I think, just adds that little bit extra interest, maybe. That one there. Just looking to see if there's one that's got there's a little bit of blue just there. That might be nice, mightn't it? Oops. I think the labels, well, I seem to remember that they were quite big, but I think I might have printed, oh, there's a ticket there, look. I might have printed them at different sizes. Not sure. I think is that enough? Is it enough? Do we want anything else? I think we might want that one. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put my labels out the way. Go back to this one and we'll cut it into tags. Now, if I was going to be using these ladies, let's cut it straight first. I need to make them a certain height, don't I? And at least I've got one straight edge. Sorry if I keep going off screen. So if I was going to use that lady, I would want them to be, well, let's go 2.5, shall we? I think they're all pretty much the same size as each other. Might go a bit wider. 2 3/4. 1. 2. And again, do I want to do that a bit smaller? The only reason I'm thinking is because I'm going to lose some of these, aren't I, otherwise? I'm going to do a wider tag. That will just want neatening up a bit. Get rid of the rough edges. And then I think how wide's that? That's just going to be a couple of small tags, that one. Okay. I suppose I could have cut it from the back, couldn't I? So you get off. Sticky fingers again. So you can't see what you're getting on the front, but I kind of want to see what I'm getting on the front. Right. The reason I did those two, that one wider, is I was thinking of those ladies. I still don't know if I've cut it wide enough. Probably not, look. Although they could go that way, couldn't they, on that one? So I think they are going to go on there. That can be a journal card, can't it? Petticoats. I wish that was a bit smaller. It would have fit nicely on there, wouldn't it? Maybe it's a sewing circle, look. I don't think I've got any little butterflies. I'm going to do that. I did like the petticoats, but it just wasn't quite big enough. I mean, it was too big. But I think we can have crewel needles. Just saw that date out the corner of my eye. Yep, we'll have a date on there. I do like labels with dates on. So this may be a little sewing circle. Let's put those ladies on there. How am I doing for time? Not too good. Come on, Carol, speed up. The reason that I worry about the time is, although I try and film landscape, sometimes my phone decides to do it portrait. It thinks it knows what I want to do. And I've discovered that if it does do it portrait, I can turn a video as long as it's not much more than about 40 minutes. I really like that. So I do try to keep my videos that little bit around 40 minutes, just in case. What ladies have I got? I quite like her with those flowers. She blends in too much. She's too little. Everything's sticking to my fingers. I think I like this lady. I like it that way around. So I'm going to cut a bit off of this one. Save that little bit. You never know when you're going to need a little bit. I like that. I'm determined to use that one, aren't I? But not on this one. I think she's going to have that to lean on. I bet you were all saying, Carol, she's got her arm out. She needs to lean on something. And I heard you. Makes change, doesn't it? I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put this lady on. Oh, I like that. And that can be a tag 2. Might put something else on there, but I'm happy with the way that is at the moment. I might take a little bit off the top actually. For no reason other than I think I'll take a little bit off the tag, off the top. So that's that one. Quite like her on there. I am going to put her on there. No, I don't like a flower. Flowers are too big. I don't want a bird. My butterflies are too petite. Too little. Let me just have a look a moment. Found a place for my petticoats. I was determined to use it, wasn't I? Now I've lost it. I'm going to put that about there because I need to cut a little bit off the bottom of this tag because it's got the rough edge and it's got the rough at the top as well, look. So let's just trim that down. She's going to go on there. I love the fireplace. I think it's a fireplace standing by the mantel. I think I'm going to cut that down a little bit smaller as well. There we go. And again, I think that might be a journaling card, so I think I'm just going to cut the corners on that. I can always change my mind, can't I? Not set in stone. Okay. Oh, I've got those two smaller ones, so I'm going to save those and do the ladies. The little Tim Holtz little peoples are going on those. Shall I have a go at cutting this? What do we think? Shall I cut it from the back? So I'm going to go 2 3/4, and I'm not going to look at the front. Straighten both edges. 2 3/4. Two 3/4. And then this one, try and get 3 out of there. A couple of shorter ones. That's okay. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know what I want on these. Everything's too big, folks. I think I might do another of those with the two. I wonder if I could do 3 butterflies on there. Of course, I'm not going to have butterflies that match now, am I? But they would be all right. Yep. Sticky, sticky, sticky. That one there. That one there. Being really careful not to break this little fella's antennae. And that one there. Happy with that. What do I want to do? I'm not sure. I'm thinking that I might add some extra on these. For example, I like that more, for sure. Who says we can't add something else? So that can go on there. You know, I am so sticky right now, and I know I've run over time, but I just wanted to finish these off. I'll finish these larger ones anyway. Up slightly. I hope I've not been going off screen too much for you folks. I think that might be enough on there. I'm going to add that at the bottom. Make this the last one, shall I? I do need to cut a little bit off the bottom of that tag because it's got the rough edge. Let's get this lady stuck on and then we'll have a look at what we got. Oh, I hope I've just picked the right lady up. Oh dear, that'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Yeah, the wrong one, Carol. It looks like she's walking on air, doesn't it? That's okay. I don't know what's stuck to my finger for. Anyway. All right, quick recap then, folks. Let's put my bird back, put my ladies somewhere safe. Okay, so all together in that then, what have we made? I don't think we've done too badly. I've still got these 4 to decorate, so I will do those. But we've got the one with the butterflies. I just need to trim that one down a bit. Trim those bits off, but we've got the butterflies, ladies, another lady. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I've got these 13, 14, 15, 16 tags out of those 3 sheets. So I'm very happy with those. Sorry I've kept you a long time, but I'll catch you next time. Bye folks, bye.